Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. You're all gonna have to bear with me throughout this one because for some reason I'm feeling sick, but I don't think I'm sick. I think it might just be dryness or allergies. I don't know what's happening, but I sound really gross today. So I'm gonna try and make myself sound the most possible amount disgusting, just so we can all get through this video nicely and relaxed. I don't want to give too much information away about what this design is, but I'm sure you're kind of getting an idea of what it may be. If you have watched some of my old videos, then you would see this and maybe recognize it a bit, but the same as last time, I'm not going to give you the whole picture right off the start. I want to keep you guessing and piece it all together as you go. But what I can tell you is that parts of this design were horrific to color. If you haven't seen already, there's a jacket that this character is wearing, and it's a denim color. Denim is so hard to make because it's a mixture of like cloud blue and gray, and it's just very, I guess, repetitive to create because you have to blend it all together and mix it properly. So you'll see that later on in the video and how much I had to really go over it, even though I cut out a good chunk of the footage because it was very repetitive and slightly boring, I guess. So you'll notice a majority of this video, or I guess all of the video, is sped up. It's because this drawing is quite a bit bigger than what I've been doing lately, besides the last one. But I've been kind of curious to know if you guys would like to see a uncut version of a drawing. This one came out to be an hour and a half of footage. Some parts I didn't record, but an hour and a half is a long video to sit through, and honestly, it can be a little boring when it comes to drawing, but I'm curious to know if you guys would like an uncut, unsped up version of one, just so you can really see all the little efforts and details I'm putting into a piece, I guess, live in a way. Or I would love to do some live videos this year. So let me know in the comments down below what you would like to see, whether it's a live or an uncut version of a video, because I'm totally happy to do either or, and I think it would be kind of interesting to see what your guys' feedback is. Also, if we're being honest, it's a lot less work for me because editing takes a really long time and it gets a video out to you quicker. So if you haven't already figured out what we're drawing today, this is my week of the letter J, and we are doing a jalapeno wearing a jean jacket. I know it's kind of weird, but I really love the idea of this big old jalapeno pepper wearing a jean jacket, and also I really wanted to make every element of the piece start with J. So this jalapeno wearing a jean jacket and maybe jogging, I don't know, but it really needed legs for some reason, so I created this character. I took a lot of inspiration from a previous drawing of mine, which was the Beat wearing Beats headphones, listening to Beats, and I figured I may as well implement that idea into other drawings of mine, so I thought now that I'm doing the alphabet, it would be such a great idea to do that with every drawing moving forward. After this, we got the letter K, so I want to know in the comments down below what you think I should do for letter K, because I have literally no idea what to draw for that one. It's definitely difficult, just like this one was. Originally, I was actually going to do a Jack in the Box, but I really couldn't make up the image in my head and make it sort of weird and twisted in a way that I always kind of do with my drawings. This one came to me on a whim. It was really odd, but I thought of it and I was like, I have to get this down on paper. But surprisingly enough, it has been extremely difficult trying to find ideas for this alphabet drawing series because I never have an idea of what to do. And as the letters are getting more, I don't know how to explain it, but it feels like uncommon. Yeah, I guess uncommon would be the word to explain it because there's just not a lot of items that I feel capable of drawing that start with this letter, which is J. So I'm kind of feeling the same about K. I haven't looked into it yet, but when I Googled J, there was just not a whole lot that was going on. And then when I think of the letter K, all I can think about is koala bear and kangaroo, and animals honestly isn't something that I'm overly comfortable drawing, surprisingly enough. I feel like it's pretty easy to draw little characters and stuff, but nah, I don't know. I just have such a hard time with proportions and animals. I guess that's why food is so easy for me. So maybe I'll find a food that starts with the letter K and we'll go from there. You guys are probably so sick of me drawing food, but it's just really my thing. And it's very ironic because I'm one of the most pickiest eaters on this planet, but there's been improvements, so I can't say I'm the pickiest anymore. However, I will forever be picky when it comes to spicy food. I cannot handle spicy food. I always say I'm too white for spice, and I just can't do it. My guts are so sensitive, and I can't handle the burn in the mouth. I don't get how y'all can do it. It doesn't make any sense to me why you'd want to intentionally go through torture like that. Although I guess I can't say the same because tattooing feels like hot fire, and I guess I'm a little addicted to getting tattooed. So I guess it's just replacing one thing for another. So if you can handle spicy food, then maybe you can handle getting tattooed in really pinchy places, because in a sense, I think it's just the same feeling, maybe? I don't know, you tell me. If you're addicted to tattoos and spicy food, let me know. I feel like at this point you guys are probably all super sick of seeing the color green. I know this piece ended up being crazy green. That's why I added the red tip of the pepper with the red eyeball, even though I don't know if I put any coloring of the eyeball in here now that I think about it. Maybe I did. Oh, I did. That's kind of ironic that it popped up next. I really don't know why I've been only adding one eyeball in all of my pieces. It's just another one of my things. I don't know. I question my drawing skills a lot of the time and my capabilities. I always have a bit of an identity crisis when it comes to my drawings. So once again, bear with me. This is where it's coming to the really difficult part of doing this denim. Oh my god. I was so frustrated with it the entire time, especially this larger flat piece of the denim. It was not fun, okay? This blue on gray is so difficult, and this color that I'm using now was just a little too blue for my liking. So I added gray over it, and then blue, and then gray again, and then blue, and it was such a nightmare. I'm definitely happy with the outcome though once I started adding the little grainy details, because I feel like denim or jeans are always sort of grainy, and you know, you can see the different colors and fibers if you look close enough. So that's definitely something I tried doing, which you'll see shortly with the dark purple pencil crayon. It isn't very noticeable, but when you look at it close up, it stands out very well. Here we go. Yeah, see, that just made it so much better for me and gave it that little bit of texture that it really needed to make it stand out. But this jacket gave me so much grief. I was so happy when it was finally done and over with. But then the next difficult part was those damn shoes. They were just as horrible because blending out cool gray pencil crayons over gray marker is just not a fun idea. I gotta figure out how to do my light grays a bit better, but I made this one work. I gave it the super cool purple highlight that I think matches the color palette really nicely and ties it all in together, plus gives it an extra aspect of interest. And I am so happy with the outcome of this one. We're just about getting to my favorite part of the video, which is the lining part. And once again, I made sure to slow it down a little bit just for your satisfaction and mine, because it is my favorite part. I can't express that enough. I think this is by far my most favorite shot of this entire drawing, just because of all these colors together. This red and orange piece really made that center of the piece pop, and I really love how it turned out. And it also helped separate a lot of these greens from each other. I really worried that if I just made it green, then the tip of the pepper wouldn't really stand out or be separate from the hand right behind it. So I made sure that the hand was a bit of a lighter green, and then that red pepper tip stood out and sat separately from it. And I almost forgot, but I wanted to give you the update on what we're sitting at for public watch hours. I'm currently at 2,047 out of 3,000 required hours, and it jumped up so quickly after my last video. I don't know why, but it's really exciting to see it go up that drastically. And I hope it continues to do the same with this. And it's all thanks to you guys. So thank you for watching my videos. I really hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know down below what you think and what I should do next. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time.